Hey, this is no beat though.
Hey.
Time to meet tonight's starting five for your Sacramento.
How come they get this beat for their intro?
Cultural appropriation, because they're from California. Cultural appropriation, cultural appropriation, cultural appropriation.
Wildcats. 6'3", number 5, De'Aaron
And waiting on the outlaw.
Your 6'5", two-guard from Alabama, number 23, Keon Ellis.
You really playing the music, huh?
Carolina.
I mean,
You just let the music on your stream.
I'll cut the beginning of it. It'll be fine. What's going on, everyone?
Season, your 6'8" forward,
You don't have a green screen. You look like an
number
idiot.
13.
It's smoke behind me.
I don't see no smoke.
Well, if you had
Why
higher
is you-
definition, you would.
No, all I see is a blue screen.
It's, trust me, that shit is lime green IRL. It's just, it's like this, you know, like turquoise color I have. It's just smoke that's that color. And then at the bottom, it's red smoke.
I don't see it. Anyway.
Well, it's quite hidden. You ready to watch a couple of real basketball teams play? Hashtag just say
I'm only here so we can discuss our topics for tomorrow on Bleacher Report.
I'm only here so I don't get fined.
Yeah, nothing more, nothing less. Okay. A real team is right, though. We're watching real teams with real continuity, you know what I'm saying? They don't just play ISO ball. They actually share, move the ball.
What up, Slayers? What up, DC?
Bro, we are
Hey, Dot.
again.
Ernesto said, let's go, Gabe. Who you rooting for or against? I guess
I'm rooting for the
I don't know.
Dark Knight Rises scenario where the court implodes.
And they all fall through the earth. Not safe. Not safe. Not safe.
There's no question about it. And when you think about the matchup of these two teams, Luka the Don.
Hey, Dot said the Lakers game went into OT. What up, Slayers?
How do you feel about the after loss? I feel like crap. I don't even want to talk about. I really don't want to talk about the Suns. It's gonna suck to actually have to talk about them tomorrow in a professional
Bleacher
manner.
Report. I'm gonna try not to be super neg. You know. It's gonna be tough because I've got a new theory. I was thinking about busting out the tinfoil hat on Bleacher Report.
Don't do that.
Why not?
They
It'll
won't
drive
get the gimmick.
clicks.
They won't get the gimmick, bro.
It'll drive clicks. I'll
They won't
explain
get
it.
the gimmick.
I'll say I've got a theory.
Who's upstairs with your loud music? We got these kids thinking we live in a club.
Slayer says, who do you want, Kings or Mavs? I think Kings because the Mavs beat us in the tiebreaker. Kings we can beat later. Ooh, yeah, for a season, a tiebreaker. That's a good point. I initially wanted Kings to win.
Lucas step back, misses. Rebound by Sabonis.
Rebound for Sabonis. The combination of Sabonis and Fox this season has been deadly for the Kings.
Sabonis, top of the key. Hand off to Murray. He pulls up. Slaps a nice little midi. I needed that for me picks.
If I had to pick a team to win, I want the Kings to win. So we got to play them later.
Okay. Barnes gets the rebound. It's just going to be interesting to see if Luka tortures another team the way that he tortures Phoenix.
Probably not,
Ellis.
because they play defense and have continuity.
Sabonis kicks it out to Ellis for three. Please, please, let's go. Let's go, prize picks. Okay.
But it's also his impact defensively. He's so tenacious, defending the basketball off of it. Mike Brown raves about his impact on that side of the basketball.
See how they fought through the screen?
DJ Washington for 3.
Now that defensive rotation was terrible at the end of it. That was very Suns-esque.
They have
Right.
struggled to shoot the ball from 3 here of late. If they can get Washington and Hardaway Jr. going, watch out.
Ellis, pull up.
Goes mini.
Wow, bro, they ain't missing shit right now.
Mike Brown was talking to us before the game. He's been impacting not just the defensive side, but the offensive end as well.
Luka, guarded by Saboner, doubled.
So you know that he has done a lot of positive things for the team. It really kind of balances out that line.
Is that DJJ in the game already? Yikes!
Oh, yeah, he's been starting. And he rolled his ankle. Something.
Barnes, a little in and out, little crossover. Ooh, couldn't finish the lay. That's tough. Luka, moving crossover, steps through traffic.
Ooh, okay,
That's
Luka.
probably an and one, bro. That's probably an and one.
You think we could beat the Nuggets? We beat them last time. And that's the
No.
best I can say about them.
No, I don't.
But
Blocked outside Sabonis.
yeah, I'm not gonna be like Gabe. I'm not gonna be like Gabe. I think this team's gonna
Okay,
be stupid.
it's all
And they're
about
gonna do-
Nurk. It's all about Nurk. It's all about Nurk. We haven't
Cares
won a
about
game
Nurk.
all season without Nurk.
I haven't won a game all season without Nurk.
Okay.
Fouls on Daniel
And we need Nurk to deal with
on the Mavericks.
Joker, so Joker doesn't just steamroll
Washington just
us.
go ahead and rest Joker
Here's Fox.
that game, and we still lose.
Got it back to Sabonis. The pull-up is good.
And that's something, as Dante
How ironic would that be?
for Derrick Jones Jr.
I mean, I don't think they need Joker to beat us.
Reluctant to shoot that mid-range.
Oh, shit!
An hour ago, Bradley Beal and Nurkic both questionable against the Nuggets. That's not good.
Big team now, the Mavericks. With
No, it ain't.
I take that back.
Harrison has made
Right.
that front office. They've got more size and athleticism.
Sabonis,
Really allows
pass
them to
fake,
attack the rim.
drives into the middle of the court, gonna back down, gonna step through. That's a foul. He's going to the line.
And Sabonis will go to the free throw line. He was fouled by Irving.
Gotcha, J-Dog.
Just a beautiful decision there by Luka, and that's something you really can't
On the
especially
good
when
news.
you're
first day, the Lord said, "Let there be
they're gonna draw
sundo."
so much attention that it's gonna
Aaron
create
Gordon
that-
and Jamal Murray questionable for the game tomorrow, though, as well.
They'll show up
Set a team record with 10 dunks.
to
Against
put us in
Utah.
our
His field goal
place.
percentage is through the roof. Yeah, I think it's fun playing with Luka.
Yeah, yeah. Those are called high percentage shots. Anytime you're catching alley-oops, you tend to make a lot of them.
You know, it's time for
He's first in the
somebody else on this team to show up.
Knocks down both free throws.
Ryan says, what do y'all think will happen tomorrow with Suns? An L, probably. Beal's questionable. Nurk's questionable.
Doncic.
Oh, baby.
Luka. They also say Jamal Murray and Gordon are questionable tomorrow, but we'll see what happens. I promise you, we are not playing Beal or Nurk tomorrow. That's just my
Sabonis got it back from
educated guess on how this team wants to rest
Wow.
and protect their players.
Sabonis just muscled through. That was crazy. I can't believe.
Remember
we
whenever
finished that.
remember Azubike is no longer on the
November.
team.
He's doing it all. You get an illegal offensive.
No more
Yeah,
Azubike, I don't think. Ryan.
Remember when there was contemplation about trading Ayton for Sabonis?
I was getting ready. That's exactly what I was getting ready to say, but I got distracted.
I knew what you were gonna say.
Or no, I mean Azubike's still on the team, I guess. It says Saban Lee's still on the team too, but Saban Lee's two-way ran out,
Yeah,
didn't it?
they're both their 2As would have ran out at the same time.
Yeah, that's what I'm about to say. So
Especially for
Now it's a
big
BK.
guys now because they're asked to do so much more.
Fox to Sabonis for the midi, in and out. Luka with the board. Passes it up ahead. Green in the corner. Yoink. Sorry, Exum. That was a weird looking jumper too. Foxy. You, the guy I told you the Suns needed, but you wanted Josh Jackson.
shut up.
Barnes no good.
Shut up.
Exum rebound.
We
Pushes
need
it to
Josh
Kyrie.
Jackson. He's
Kyrie
long
hits.
and he's a wing. We don't need a point guard like De'Aaron Fox.
In the open floor.
Josh
To be fair, the
Jackson
reason why I
can
like-
dunk really good.
To be fair, the reason why I wanted De'Aaron Fox is one, yes, he was a good point guard, and I liked him, but two, because he was a fan of Dragon Ball Z. For just being honest.
God.
But yes, I did say Fox was the guy we needed to get, and y'all didn't believe
Kyrie
me.
3.
As Kyrie shoots the
I thought that was
misses.
good for jerseys. Murray gets it from Sabonis, gets it right back. Sabonis.
Gosh, just imagine, man.
Imagine if we had Sabonis. Don't even say it. Stop talking about it.
It's not even
You're making
that.
me sad.
It's not even that, bro. Just look at the.
Well, we have a Sabonis
offense,
like.
Just look at their
big.
offense, man. Like as
It's an offense.
yes.
It's an offense. That's what you like about it.
It's not just Nurk sets a pick for your ISO and
You know, I feel like we used to do a lot more give it to Nurk and let Nurk make a pass to a
we
big
did do that at
three.
the beginning.
Did
and
we
then
do that a
now-
lot more? We're not doing it as much, right?
I think you're right.
Miss
Wait a minute, this
Sundo in
isn't
the
a Suns
house.
game.
No, it isn't, Miss Sundo. No, it isn't. We've
Breaking
got-
down the Suns
we've got
roster,
you for now,
assets, and
though.
costs. Oh, we're doing this now.
Ugh. Man. So you want to hear my theory a little bit early since there's nobody here? It's not like, you know, I'm spoiling.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, and I mean, I don't know if I should even say this on stream. I'm debating it. But I feel like the cause of a lot of the Suns' problems is arrogance.
Elaborate, please.
So Bradley Beal said after the game that he was quoted as saying something along the lines of, "We thought because there was no Wemby, we were just it was gonna be easy and we got our asses kicked." So I was talking about that with Romp earlier today, and he goes, "They haven't learned that lesson yet?" And I said, "No, because they're arrogant. Like, Kevin Durant is so great and Devin Booker is so great that it has gone to their heads and they really think that they can play around and have fun and beat anyone they want. They are so arrogant that they don't take their opponents seriously. If it was one game, I say I'm a wing bat. But it's we lost 3 Rockets games, right? Or 2 Rockets games at least. We lost 3 to the Spurs. There's been several games we've lost where it's like, didn't we lose to the Wizards or something like that? And it's like they are arrogant. They think they are incredible, but they're also arrogant. It's getting in the way of them being humble and doing what it takes to win. I know it's kind of a fucked up thing to say.
Bro, we have no draft compensation.
At least we have a first round pick this year.
Yeah, but Washington has the right to swap. Hold on a second. Washington has the right to swap its 2024 first round protected for selections 13 to 30 or for Phoenix's first round pick.
Oh, Luka, step back 3.
Memphis then has the right to swap its 2024 first round pick for less favorable of the Phoenix pick and the Washington pick if conveyable.
Saboner, handoff to Murray, pump fake, back to Sabonis, he'll pull the 3, no good. Luka rebound, whoa, full court pass to Luka. Goodness, good defense by Sabonis though. Lively probably should have just backed that out and backed that thing up. Fox, no good. Imagine if we had Fox instead of Josh Jackson and then traded
What does that
Ayton for
mean?
Sabonis.
So it says, so Washington has the right to swap its first-round pick for Phoenix's first-round pick.
Behind the back pass, Washington, the payoff.
And then it says-
Washington hits the three.
And then it says Memphis also has the right to swap its first-round pick for the less favorable Phoenix pick and the Washington pick if conveyable.
I don't know. That's a Tory question. Sabonis.
Will set up Domas.
Sabonis.
Washington, who
Ball
pokes it
poked
away
out.
of bounds.
Still King's ball.
You take a look at this beautiful feed here from Luka. He is so good in that pick and roll and just throws it behind the back right in rhythm where the defender couldn't rotate up from the base.
But they won't swap with us, right? Because our pick is projected to be worse than theirs, or worse than theirs, right?
See Fox just a count late there.
Yeah, you would think.
Keegan Murray, short. Davion Mitchell and Malik Monk. Checked in last
Luka.
day for Sacramento.
Spin move after crossover. High dribble. You could have called it a travel. Could have. Ooh!
Extra effort. Knocked it off a
Monk.
Junior out of bounds.
Threw it off Hardaway. That was crazy.
Kings ball down 2.
Look at this.
You can see here.
He dribbled up over his shoulder. Gets blocked.
And it's more of a
They're
want.
clamping the paint
The
up.
guys are wanting to have an impact on that side of the ball. Mike Brown really feels like this is the best stretch they've had defensively since.
Oh! Exum, did you hear his skin drag across the hardwood? Jesus, I wish whoever that was would have just pulled the shot. That would have been a highlight for the ages. Hardaway, woof, no good from the mid-range.
His third rebound.
Ryan, I don't know. To say the Suns better win, I mean, it's the Nuggets
First foul on Doncic.
with no Nurkic.
Malik Monk is somebody
This person
who's
seems to think that we need to get a center.
They're going to need both these teams. Are going to need their sixth man to have an impact.
Yeah, if Nurkic gets hurt, we're
And you brought
screwed.
up just a moment ago, we don't really associate
Murray,
teams with defense.
top to
Well, both
Sabonis.
have turned it around. Sacramento since March
Hand off to
11th.
Monk. Monk to the rack.
Defensive rating in the
Floater
NBA.
from Monk. No good. I think it was blocked.
And here comes the Mavericks the other way. Meanwhile, Dallas fourth in defense.
But to answer your question with the Suns being arrogant, because I was too busy distracted by draft pick stuff,
Washington, another three.
I don't think it's arrogant. Though,
Have been lights out. PJ with 3 makes here in this first.
Oh, Sabonis.
wow.
Sabonis going down.
Sabonis
it
had
is
3
arrogant. I have
moves
no,
ready.
I have no clue. Maybe it is arrogant.
PJ Washington, he's shooting
Isn't that a trait of arrogance when you take your opponent
Here's
for
the- I don't-
granted
I
and
don't
you
wanna
think
say
you're
it's-
just so good that you don't even have to try?
Yes, but yes, but I don't think it's as much arrogance as these dudes just
defensively kind of used it
trying to get through the season.
Come on.
That's my biggest fear, man. It's just they're trying to get to the season and get to the playoffs, and they think that they can turn it on in the playoffs and everything will be okay. And that's where I disagree. And yes, that can be arrogant. That can be seen as arrogant for sure. So yeah, sure, maybe they are arrogant. Maybe I agree with you. My point is that I feel like, Booker and Durant are just sort of trying to get through the season. Hey, we'll be okay. We just got to get in there and we'll be fine. We'll just turn it on. And I'm just saying, like, you can't form bad habits throughout the season. I'll say it again for the millionth time. You can't form bad habits throughout the season and then expect to get rid of those habits during the playoffs when it's crunch time. It just doesn't happen.
Bonus misses a free throw.
And I'll keep saying that over and over and over and over again.
Bad floater from Washington. Sabonis with the board. Hand off to Sabonis.
Look at that,
Monk.
bro.
Look at this ball movement.
Ball movement.
Shot
goes to
wasn't
bonus.
there. They're like, all right, let's start it over again with
Oh, my
bonus.
goodness.
Please, no. No way. No. God
See,
damn,
just
bro.
Look at the offense and the ball movement. And like, Sabonis is talented. He's a talented big man, a stretch big who can do all the things that he's doing. So there is that. And that's why they go through him. But still, it's just refreshing to watch the way the ball movement is. And
Sometimes we move the ball like that.
sometimes, not all the time.
Right.
Pump fake. This time Lowry does
And most of the time, it's just a pick and roll ISO.
to just find Murray. You see, Doncic
Right,
just
right.
fell asleep a little
Like
bit
we
there.
set a pick, and no one's really looking for Nurk on the roll.
Yeah.
I don't know.
In the first. Make every three-pointer.
Y'all are making yourselves depressed. We are, man. Is Kyrie playing? Yes, Kyrie is playing.
Kyrie in. He's looked pretty good early, too. I got some picks where I need him to do something for me. I think I need 10 combined rebounds and assists. Davion Mitchell gets it back from Sabonis. Hand off to Monk. Monk to Sabonis. Monk, top of the key. Deep free throw range jumper, no
See,
good.
Why can't he do that with Nurk and other players and just let him get
Yeah, I
the dudes
feel
their
like we
shots?
used to.
Quit doing that. Like, you don't have to do it all the time. Just make that an option. Make it harder for teams to guard you. Ice Lively.
Jeez. I got an idea to show you what my background actually looks like. Give you some red smoke. Since you're green blind. Damn. Who hit that? Murray? Murray is cooking.
Really playing with more force, not just settling for that three ball.
7 points already for Keegan Murray. Jones back on the floor for the Mavericks. Hardaway, bucket, and the foul.
I don't know. Red's kind of... Now I feel like I'm broadcasting from hell.
Tim Hardaway has had some struggles, had a really
Kim
good
keeps
game last
freezing.
night, getting off to a good start here in the first.
What keeps freezing? Not breaking
On
your
the stream
game.
anyway.
Oh. So, these teams have identical records to us, to the Suns. Does it look like it should? I mean, does it make you feel
no.
good or bad? What up, Adam? J-Dog says Bucks are in double overtime. LOL, they had a 20-point lead. To the Lakers? Yeah, I don't think we want the Lakers winning. So stop LOLing, J-Dog.
Look at this American hero on the screen.
I prefer my American heroes not to get captured at war. Okay?
That's crazy, bro.
That's what Trump said about John McCain. Remember?
This competition.
Is this an inside biking? Oh, that's dope, bro. That would be so fun to do. That, and have you seen it where they have this shit on a treadmill? And you see the people that are like representative, like the people on the treadmills, and they're like going around a track, like racing around track style. I would go so hard. I mean, it would really help me to get cardiovascular strength if I could play a game like this, right? Wouldn't you pedal like crazy to beat me?
Yeah, I'd probably die too and tear a quad.
Of course. But you know what I'm saying? Like, if we could do that consistently, where we could compete against each other on a treadmill or something, or on a stationary bike, God, I would want to play that. Adam says no LeBron. That's right. They sat LeBron. I did hear about that because I watched your boy Skip Bayless today a little bit. I couldn't.
My boy
Skip
Bayless.
It was super boring. It's so boring without Shannon.
Skip.
You know.
Let me tell you something. Skip.
Shop
Light the
NBA
beam.
Store.com now for the best selection of NBA gear. Choose from jerseys, t-shirts, hats, and more. NBAstore.com. A Fanatics experience. Michael Grady, Greg Anthony, Lauren Jabara, and Kings assistant coach Doug Christie.
Yeah, former teammate of mine. I tell you, he gets a lot of credit.
Remember Doug Christie from the 90s?
That you see with Sabonis.
Early
Not so much
2000s,
Sabonis
yes.
a great player, but I felt last year
Was it early 2000s?
He was on that. I'm pretty sure he was part of that Kings team with Chris Webber and that whole thing. Vlade Divac.
Good one early. 3-point ball game after Hardaway Jr. completes a 3-point play. Fox had the controls. 2 minutes to go in this first quarter. Fox, the runner.
Fox,
I'd love to have a
good
De'Aaron
on that
Fox on our team.
floater. I mean, foundational piece. But hey, don't worry. You missed out on De'Aaron Fox. That's okay. You're going to get another crack at it. How about Luka Doncic? No? You'd rather Ayton? Okay.
Shut
We'll
up.
give you another crack. We'll
Shut
give you
up.
another crack. Okay? Tyrese Halliburton. Go ahead. Take him or leave him.
Yay.
You'll leave him? You'll leave him?
Cam Johnson.
For Sticky Boy. What up,
Can we just-
Jobin?
Can we just? Well, yeah. Dicky Boy was.
Sticky Boy over Halliburton is wild in retrospect.
That was James Jones' first pick, right?
I think it might have been Hardaway for 3. Wowie.
Hardaway.
I would be crying if he did that to us.
I would say you could blame it on McDonough, right? He's just an idiot. Blah 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 blah. But then James Jones hasn't proved himself to be any better. I'd rather sign vets. They better not trade no draft picks this year, bro. I'll be so mad.
Right?
Get yourself a center.
Three-point shot has become a staple for him this season.
Keon Ellis all over Irving. We have a jump ball. Since he's entered the starting lineup for Kevin Huerter out with a shoulder injury, his defensive awareness, intensity has been contagious with this Sacramento squad.
Yeah, I don't want to be so negative on the Suns.
You guys will love
especially
Zach who?
tomorrow.
Zach who?
He's out there, you have to earn it. And that was a great example of it on that possession.
Oh, Zach Edey.
10 on the shot clock. Irving.
Hey, bro. If he dropped down late, I would do that. I would do that.
Fox in the lane, outside, Monk for 3. No. Batted out of there. Murray, the offensive board.
Bro, do you think we need to start playing Goat Kogi some more?
6 on the shot clock.
Yeah, I don't understand why he hasn't been playing.
Spinning in the lane. It won't drop. Nearly
I thought as soon as he got back, he'd
Another
get a few more, he'd get minutes, but
Sacramento
afterthought. But I think the idea was Royce O'Neal was taking his spot.
And a great job.
It's
Sacramento
true.
just getting extra possessions because of the activity, right? That's a great example.
What's going on, everybody? We just hit 21 people up in here. Welcome in. Hit that like button for us if you can. Help spread the stream a little bit around the interwebs. Sundo, you're responsible for the most views. It just dropped down to 19, but that's fine. 21. I don't think we've hit 21 before. But you bring Sundo around and people come sniffing.
I'm sure that's what it is. Hit that like button, people. Only 10. Pathetic. Fox.
Look at that
Drives,
drill move.
Fox.
No way. I was going to say.
Bro, if he would have hit that.
This would be a crazy matchup for the playoffs, right? I would love to watch these two teams go at it. This is good
We could have
basketball.
2 draft picks, but we were too busy.
You know what?
What's it called? We got caught, with the Drew Eubanks debacle.
Unbelievable, bro. How dare you bring that shit up?
Because I'm a
That
negative
is-
Nelly right now. What's good, Malachi?
Malachi in the house was good. Streaming some real basketball. We wanted to take a closer look at what they call basketball.
We tampered, Gabe. We tampered for Drew Eubanks.
Bozo move. Bozo move. I mean, she's bae, right?
All right, so here we go. I found a website that actually explains things. This is great. I love it. It says Suns. So the Grizzlies and the Wizards have options to swap with Suns. They more than likely won't because the Suns' pick is currently less favorable than both of them. Duh.
Man, how is the Lakers winning that game with no LeBron? What the F? Sorry. Go on.
So your Suns' second round traded Magic option swap.
What up, Wanakin?
But that pick got rescinded. I cannot believe that pick got rescinded.
Pretty insane.
Like, just imagine.
Look at JaVale McGee. Would you not prefer having JaVale McGee back? I mean, I'm pretty sure he's definitely on.
Yeah, I'm sure. We'd love to be back. You know. Just kidding. I actually enjoyed having JaVale McGee on the team last year.
Yeah.
Or was it 2 years ago?
It was a couple, maybe 3. Jobin agrees. What up, Jacob Robinson? Yeah, Jacob. This is my just general NBA, and figure I'll start doing the hard work of getting live streams off the ground. And luckily, I got Sundo here tonight, so it's not even work; it's pleasure. All right. Was doing this with the White Devil Gary.
And the thing about it,
Not the White Devil.
the way he wanted to shoot it, that tells you he's put a lot of time in.
The number one overall pick for this
Made
draft
me proud, you know, as a southpaw. Made
is a
me
dude
proud.
from France. Is that real?
The shot making ability. We were talking to
Who?
Jason Kidd before the game.
Sar?
You have 2 great innovators in Luka Doncic and Kyrie Irving, and he said those guys have
Zachary-
the rush. You just let them do what they do.
Is that how you pronounce
He
it?
said it's Superman and Batman.
I don't
He said,
know.
Kyrie's not Robin.
Monk
He's his
with the
own
ball.
superhero. And
Screen
that's
from
why he
Alex
is a
Len,
dynamic
former
scorer,
Suns
creative
Hall of
player,
Famer.
and the chemistry
Fox
he and Kyrie
whips it into the corner to Harrison Barnes for 3. Wow.
Alex Sarr and Zachary Richard.
Let's check in with our Lawrence
I don't know.
Moore.
Both of them are from
Yeah,
France,
he did
though.
say when you have Superman
Another
on
Nikola
offense,
from
you have
Serbia,
Kyrie
point guard,
Irving,
6'6",
Robin, but he said Kyrie is
top
playing
4
with
pick.
some of the
That's
best
what you
Derrick
need, another
Jones for
Nikola.
3. Good.
guys, and he'd still be one of the most talked about
Crazy.
in terms of his game. He said his IQ, his understanding of the game, when it's time to go or when it's
Ooh.
time to let Superman do
Bad
it.
pass from the
You don't come
Kings.
across that every day, and for him and his experience,
That's
you know,
crazy.
his experience with LeBron, it only has helped his
Alex
team
Sarr's
get
gonna look so
even
nice in
better.
the
He's now
Blazers
one of the best in the
jersey.
NBA. 2 of the best in the
And they
NBA.
might get him.
Will he, though?
Be the best one
Is it 'cause
in
he's-
the tandem.
It's pronounced.
look at this team,
It's pronounced a Riso-she. Riso-she.
the length, the athleticism, and the impact they're having.
French is such a
Oh,
good
yeah,
one.
Malachi.
Harrison Barnes in Sacramento, they have also done a great
Monk
job
bringing it up.
buying in on
Crossover
that.
behind the back. Damn, what a move! Oh, my God. He just couldn't finish it.
Foul from behind. It's going to be on Alex
Monk
Len.
is so nice, bro.
And I don't know if you guys have noticed, I know you have, but the game's gotten more physical since the All-Star break.
Yes.
It's like there's been a point of emphasis to, hey, let's try to bring a little
What
more
up,
balance to how
Brady?
this game is
What's
played.
good?
And you're seeing now there's a level of physicality.
Is the Blazers? It says, hey.
Being incorporated.
Do you think the Blazers going to get the SAR? They ain't not going to get that man.
Yeah, I don't know where they're at in the standings.
I'm looking right now, bro.
The competition and the look that we have in terms of the way the game's played.
I think they're in the same situation.
Last year.
Yeah, they're like the same situation. And they had some luck. Appreciate you, Malachi.
Is our score.
I can't wait for another. I can't wait for
Hand off
another
to
lottery
Washington.
score.
Tough spin move. Fouled.
And fouled on the way to the rim.
And that was a great job by Washington recognizing he had the Aaron Fox on him.
Phoenix Suns projected at the 22nd pick. Tristan Da Silva.
CJ Washington, he started
Oh, comparison. Kyle Kuzma.
from 3 points. He has 9 points
I like a Kuzma type.
Colorado.
and acquired in a trade from Charlotte.
Washington missed the free throw.
Of course, Daniel Gafford was acquired from Washington, and they've both been difference makers since their acquisition.
In and out.
What about our boy from
Washington.
Nebraska?
Not only excited about the miss, but
That might have been the highlight of the night right there.
What's his name?
Lance.
Casey. Tominaga.
I gotta send you this thing that Gary sent me from the
Oh, no.
Pat McAfee show. About
Tominaga
Casey.
Casey. Oh, no. I'll just Google it myself.
No, you're gonna want to see this specific clip.
That's what I'm looking for. Send it to me now then. Hurry up.
I am. Oh my God, what a block from DJJ. It's a TikTok.
Watch out. This is what I mean about getting downhill. He's able to turn that corner with a full head of steam.
What a floater,
there. That
man.
is when he is
Tominaga.
really hard to contain the size and the speed
TikTok clip.
with which he can play.
an underrated difficulty on that shot.
Alex Len, top of the key, hand off to Monk, right back to Len. Len for the jam. Wow, they take the lead here.
A great read by Monk, and that's also because of the fear of that three-point shot that Sacramento creates that allowed him to
Luka, step back line drive three like there's magnets in the ball and the rim. Damn.
As you mentioned earlier, still laboring. Achilles soreness. Decided to give it a go. Speaks to the magnitude of this ball game.
Yeah, hopefully you guys get him, Adam.
Putting the moves on
And
Washington,
Brady.
sets up Barnes.
Barnes no good for three. Kyrie bringing the ball up. Ellis guarding. Takes a nice screen.
Three-point range.
Pump fakes. Kicks it all the way back out to Luka. Gonna go set him a screen. Now Gafford with the screen. That's a foul on Alex Len. LA wins. Damn. That's wild, bro. We can't catch a break.
37-35 is our score. 9:06 to go
You know
in the
what?
second quarter.
Check this out, bro. If the Suns issue, if my theory is right,
And the Bucks double overtime. Lakers coming back from 19.
maybe they need this humbling. If it's arrogance that's ailing them, they need this humbling. Luka hits the three, so they'll come back hungry like Rocky after he got knocked out by Clubber Lang.
look easy.
I forgot you were even watching that.
That is crazy.
Right?
He flew back to Japan.
Carried a 25-foot sword up a mountain.
LA wins. Swanigan says.
Yeah. We're cooked, bro. We're cooked. Like, we lose to the Wemby-less Spurs. They beat the Bucks, who broke our backs without LeBron. We're cooked. Now, some of these Sacramento Kings dancers
Not looking.
are what you would call Generational.
Elite employees.
They are some of the King's most elite employees. All right. Slayer says Lakers are 2 games behind the Suns now. Great. About to be 1.5 after tomorrow's Pistons. Nuggets. Sitch. You look flabbergasted by these dancers, bro.
Entertaining it.
You think that redhead's got real... That can't be her real hair, is it?
It's
Can you
definitely
get down
colored.
like that with a wig, though?
No, it's just colored, Gabe.
Okay, all right. You never know, man.
Bro.
Women be wearing wigs. You know? Slayer says, to be honest, I'm not even going to watch that game. I'm trying to sleep like Sundo. You should do that stream from bed with the covers pulled over you. And just lay there with your microphone in your hand. That
Snoring on stream.
You know? It'd be like, wake me up if something good's happening.
Just snoring on stream and Burners like just
God,
dry heat.
so
just like
funny.
Burners just like Sundo snoring.
I would die. Like use your camera phone, you know, have your headphones in and just be laying there sleeping. Truffle in the house?
Suns Valley 24-hour stream? No, not ever.
Let me get you a little quick VIP Truff Daddy.
It may be late March, but all these games have a playoff feel to them. An updated look at the Western Conference standings. Thunder beat the Pelicans tonight. Lakers getting a win.
Okay, Book needs to want himself to win a ring. How about that?
And the Kings with identical 42-29 records. Kings 6th in the West.
Sabonis, top of the key, jab step, hand off to Monk. Monk whips the pass to Ellis, over to Davion Mitchell, corner 3, stroke ski. Malachi, as soon as a colorway comes out that I want, that isn't $500 on sneakers.com.
Bill says, should I bet 300 on the Kings? On what here?
Yeah, that's tough, man. I don't know who's going to win this game yet. This game's been really, really close. Sabonis, mid-range, short. Luka bringing it up, guarded by Barnes. Step through, tough alley-oop floater. That was crazy, bro.
That was crazy.
That was crazy.
It's a straight-up bet. That's a good question.
Remember, with this lineup for Sacramento, not a lot of
Man, I don't know.
You want to be aggressive if you're Dallas to attack the paint.
I'd wait. I would try to wait until halftime.
Would you bet against Luka?
Well, he's not playing the Suns. He loses sometimes when it's not against the Suns. Luka, screen from Gafford. Drives into the paint. Kicks it out to DJJ for 3-3-3. No good. Ball goes right back to Luka. Barnes guarding on the block. Pump, bump, step, fade. No, short. Davion Mitchell off to the races. Crossover, floater off the backboard, no good. I'm saying Sabonis throws it back in, but to the Mavs. Irving bringing it up. Kyrie, snatch back, fade away.
Misses.
No good. Bump to the rack, loses the dribble. Uh-oh, Luka gonna get a dunk. Gonna settle for a gentleman's layup.
That last play, that was one of the few times where Sabonis, that outlet pass to Monk. You
hear what I said about Kyrie?
Mr. Amazon.com himself.
Largest lead of the game for the Mavericks.
Barnes, pump fake. Over to Bonus. Hand off to Monk. Monk. Into the paint. Hook layup. Wow, no
says,
good.
I'm so confused. What is this channel? What do you mean? What is this channel? It's just this is Gabe's other channel. You
Yeah,
know?
this is my little.
See, Gabe's not drawing views on his regular NBA channel. He had to ask Sundo to show up to garner views.
I knew what the glitch was.
Right, and so this is what he's doing. Sundo show up so I can get some views on my new channel.
Please, they'll show up if they can simp on you.
But I don't have any compensation for you.
I won't make anything off this stream.
It's a lie.
You know?
Isn't this monetized? I just saw like 6 ads on it.
Well, I'll make what, $6 on the stream? Come on.
Okay, I want my one.
Okay.
Okay?
We'll work out a split. We'll work out a real good split.
All right.
Especially if you want to stream with me more often. I mean, we
I want
could
my
damn sure.
Starbucks, dog.
Hey, if you want to be like, if you want to do this with me consistently, like,
We'll
yeah.
We'll
I mean, playoffs, because think about it. We could be doing playoffs. I'm getting ready to do this for the playoffs too, and that's just another thing I cut you in on.
Yeah, Von Sanity.
You know, because I think we could try to be like Sports Fury.
It's the channel Gabe uses to avoid reparations.
God damn.
That's great.
Right?
Dallas for what they've done defensively, but he is too good a player to not have more of an impact.
Hardaway Jr. baseline, no.
He says it came up in his recommended. This is so the algorithm is cooking.
That's funny.
It just knew you needed to be here, CJ.
Box hits the floater.
And then he was like, that thumbnail looks awfully familiar.
Right?
Click.
Right?
De'Aaron Fox, your best player, when he gets it going, it gives everybody on that team some confidence.
So for work, you know, we built the Motor Trend Truck of the Year. We're
Like
you know what you
a
need?
rock.
So what you need is this mug. Congratulations for building the and a long sleeve shirt that Mrs. Sundo wearing.
They're like,
congratulations.
congratulations. We'll see you every Saturday for the rest of the year.
Exactly. Here's your coffee mug.
DC said Sundo's
Thank you
here.
for the
That's
overtime.
why Sundo in the algorithm. He is the algorithm. All right?
True. With my bald head.
Take over for me. I gotta pee like a racehorse.
For the countdown.
You gotta pee like a racehorse. What did you drink?
I've been drinking so much coffee and
45
water.
seconds. He's got
Hold on, I'm gonna wait till this thing's over so I can
All
give
right,
you the
this guy's
audio.
shooting a free. Ooh, guy shot a free throw. Here you go, 3-point shot. Ooh, come on, bro.
I don't know, Slayers. Honest to God, they could avoid it the negative way, which is they could not make the. Because our schedule.
Come on, bro.
is,
Hit the 3 for 6,000.
He ain't hitting no 3 with that release.
He's gotten close.
Oh!
What was that game?
Oh! He ain't hitting from half court with that release.
Oh, it was close. Come on, bro.
Can they pass him the ball faster, please? Because the Suns schedule's so tough, and they could be without Nurk and Beal, bro. They could miss it all the way, bro.
DC says, "This is Gabe's. I'm mad. I'm gonna cheat on you, Suns channel. They're facts.
I mean, this is the channel I make videos about.
Let's
all
turn
kinds
this
of
into
different
let's turn this
NBA.
into our WWE channel.
We could do WWE on it. You know, Sports Fury does everything. And I've already got it monetized, so that part of the work is done.
Gotta get Romp on here though. Romp, I'm joking. Don't get
He's
Romp.
been
he doesn't
on.
deserve anything.
He's been on.
He doesn't deserve anything.
That's true. Let's cut him out. Let's cut him out already. If we're making business plans, let's plan to cut him out.
Oh man,
All right, Gabe's back.
that's funny. I can't wait for WrestleMania, man. It's like
might
XFL,
actually watch it this
UFL
year.
starts this week. WrestleMania is the week after.
I guess
first
this is
Battlehawks
probably
game is
copyright
on
music.
Yes,
Jesus.
it is. The first Battlehawks game is during WrestleMania Saturday, and I'm like, gosh, why?
Now more Mr. Worldwide.
Mr. Worldwide.
No. All right, I'll be right back.
Rump would say nothing, and he would like it. Okay, Dante Exum with The Rock as Gabe goes and pees like a racehorse. Tim Hardaway Jr. He's gonna kick to your boy Luka special. Luka driving to the left, step back, pump fake. Then he lays it in on a nice little stutter move. Somehow didn't pick up his pivot foot. De'Aaron Fox pick from Sabonis. Dribbles back out to the wing, hands it off to Barnes, back to Fox. Fox pump fake, drives in the paint, floater. Good over your boy.
Great job resetting there.
I don't know who 42 is. Is that Luka? Is that our guy? I don't know, but Luka's going to get a pick. It's doubled. Doubled by Sabonis. Stolen on the skip pass, Barnes. Barnes to Murray. Murray loses it. Resets it. Fox, top of the key, pump fake, pump fake. Kicks to Ellis, to Sabonis. Jab step, faces up. Turns around. Shoulder fake, passes out of bounds. Tipped out of bounds by the Mavs. Sun sucks, so we're watching points guards they should have drafted. That is facts. Just shut up, Malachi. That hurts my feelings. That couldn't be any more factually correct. Sabonis. Mitchell, step back, no good. Doncic with the rebound. He gets a pick. Kicks to it, lively, to the corner. 3. Exum, good. Nails it. Dallas up by 6. This is crazy. Fox driving. They call an offensive foul on Fox as he drives in. Exum. Fox does not agree. And I'm kind of with him. Oh, no, I kind of agree that that wasn't a foul. It's just incidental contact, but whatever.
A little bit extra on that shoulder.
Oh, Malachi, Gabe's hearing everything I'm saying right now. He's got a wireless headset, so he's hearing everything literally I'm saying right now. So if I sound like an idiot, he's just laughing. Johnson pump fakes. Step back. Hits. Up by 9, the Mavericks are. Mitchell to Sabonis. Sabonis top of the key.
Largest lead for the Mavs.
Murray for 3. He hits. Gets those points right back.
Really good offense there by Sacramento.
Jobin says, I have confidence in the Suns team, unlike other people in the chat. Unlike these two guys on the stream right now, too. Glad you got it, Jobin, because we don't. I'm telling you that right now. This team needs to prove it over these next 10 games before they get my confidence back. We are
delivering here in this first half.
We got BFS, bro, big time. I should have never let Gabe talk to me into rooting for any team from Arizona, ever. Like I should have known. Why would I do that? Could have easily jumped on the bandwagon. I could have jumped on the Bucks bandwagon when Giannis was getting hot. You know what I'm saying? I almost did that because I really like Giannis. I was like, I think I'm gonna jump on the Bucks bandwagon.
Yeah, that was your other option, wasn't it? That's funny.
Don't do that. You should be a Suns fan with me. Guess what? Y'all see this butt truffle? No, I did not see. Actually, I did see that. The Rock tripping.
And I believe they called a technical foul.
Isn't that crazy? That Gabe talked me out of being a Bucks fan, and I could be enjoying my time right now, having Dame with a championship
and a
in
ring.
my pocket. Okay, well, not a ring for me, but at least I could be rooting for a team with a ring. You know what I'm saying? And then Dame will be there right now and be like, "Hey, bro, things are looking up." No, I'm over here in Phoenix, in the desert, like the Israelites, for 40 years.
The black Israelites?
Wandering.
The Israelites.
It's all the same.
Why he didn't get the call.
According to Kyrie.
CJ goes to the 21 finals with Sundo's creation, basically. So here I am in the desert with Gabe. We're just wandering around for 40 years, waiting for any sort of promised land. Is it going to happen? No clue.
In the NBA, as we take a look at the upcoming national TV schedule,
Gotta wait for a whole generation to die off before we can move in.
Take on the Sixers at 2 o'clock Eastern. Suns and Nuggets. For more on these games, please go to NBA.com.
Crazy.
Or visit the NBA app. And we're showing the standings a little bit earlier. It's just chaos
in
the Western Conference.
And a lot of anxiety as well. And Jason Kidd talked about before. He's like, man, you look up, you feel like you can't lose. And the one saving grace is that because everybody's kind of going to be playing each other. Like down.
What would it be like to have a smart coach?
Have a couple more matchups.
So they're done with Jason Kidd. They were trying to get him out of town like a week ago.
These two teams trying to avoid the play.
Why?
Together right now is the Kings and the
I know, but their media's turned on
the
him.
value of being able to have about a week off.
DC with the theology in the chat. Look at DC with the correct theology. That's wild.
As we check in with our Lauren Jabbar.
Yeah, you guys are talking about how important these next few weeks are. Head coach Mike Brown told us every game for the last few weeks has been a big game, so this is not any different.
Since Mike Brown's a good coach too, yeah, dude.
Dude,
I saw a current-ish friend of mine, former friend of Gabe's, tweet a quote from Frank Vogel during the offseason about how he learned so much coaching that championship Lakers team and how he needs to coach, how to coach veterans better and yada yada yada. And I'm like, bro, don't take the habits of a superstar like LeBron James who can get away with it because he's LeBron James and bring that to the Suns. You don't need that.
How about the read there by De'Aaron Fox? Able to see where Luka was going with that pass and then exploded out in transition. You see here.
What did Frankie do to you, Malachi?
Luka.
Dang, Frank was Rudy in real life? What did he do, bro?
And Murray missing the first. College basketball's biggest stage returns to TBS.
Not have any topics yet.
The NCAA March Madness men's
I wrote a couple down. Well,
championship game, April 6th
I say we focus on
TBS and stream on Max.
I say we shift the conversation to
Still got Purdue. Still got Purdue. As long as Purdue's allowed.
play-in expectations.
It's going okay. Yeah,
I don't think we need to do that.
pulling hard for my Tar Heels.
I think we need to shift our expectations to the next 10 games and don't worry about the playoffs until we get there. Especially since they're going to have us back next week and we'll be 4 games in by that time.
Right.
You have a better picture. I think talking about playing and play, like,
Okay.
we just need to be like, hey, bro, we're not even going to talk about the playoffs because we need to focus on the next 4 games we have throughout the week before we're back on here next Wednesday and talk to you
Right,
again.
that's true.
Because it's not looking good for the Suns right now with the way they're playing. So we're going to focus on this week and this week only.
Yeah.
Not even looking ahead.
Doncic with 24 on 9.
Because what I had written down is like
on a night where he was a game time decision.
looking at the play-in picture. Which team do you want versus which team do you want to avoid?
Nope.
Conversation with
I'd rather get the 6th seed and play the Timberwolves.
I don't know that anybody enjoys playing.
I don't want to play any of those teams in the play-in. Are you kidding me?
This guy just loves competing, being out on the floor.
I'd rather my wife
Treat to watch.
invite Kate from Lost
See the turnover difference.
into our bedroom rituals. That don't mean it's going to happen.
ISO with Doncic.
Ooh, I never watched Lost.
Now Fox on the attack, trying to thread the needle to
What is Lost? I've never seen Lost.
Lost is one of the greatest shows of all
I
time.
know, but who did you say it was?
Kate.
I don't know who that is.
She plays the Wasp now. but it was when she was young. She was a 12 out of 10.
That tells me nothing, but I'll
You never seen Ant-Man?
Hold on.
Look up Kate Lost.
I'm looking. The Ant-Man. Janet Van Dyne? Is that it? No.
Her name is
That's her real
her
name.
name is Evangeline Lilly.
Will he get it off? He will. And off the heel.
It's Hope Van Dyne.
26.
She plays the younger version. Michelle Pfeiffer plays the real Wasp. How about
That's
that?
her mom.
Yes, the real Wasp from the actual comic books.
Yeah.
Sacramento trailing 58-53. After a quick break, we'll send you to Adam Left.
Michelle Pfeiffer's.
Michelle Pfeiffer.
Michelle Pfeiffer's.
She was bad back in the day, bro.
Back in the day.
Back in the day, she was fine.
Back in the day.
Like back in Grease day.
Back in the day. What about now?
She definitely had some work done because that face don't look natural.
Whatever.
But it was good work.
What halftime performance do we got going on here? Is this the same girl from the last time? Gabe. This is that same girl from that did the Suns one with the ball and
How do you know it's the same girl?
because I'm looking right now.
Well,
Gabe,
she
at
probably
the
travels
thing.
around.
That's what I'm saying. But it's the same. What's her name? Grace Rose or Grace? I don't remember what her name was. Same chick from the Suns the other day. She must be on a West Coast road trip, traveling the West Coast, West Coast tour. Just made her way to Sacramento after being with the Suns. What was it, a week ago? It was about a week ago.
I mean, he pulled up from so deep.
It felt like the ball was in the air forever.
Gabe, check chat to see what Frank did to me. This Winter Suns open practice was the only person by him asked for an auto. He just yelled no. And Suns fans behind him heard him and started cussing him out because he said he was winning coach of the year. That's crazy.
All right, folks, tonight's halftime entertainer has taken the art of hula hoops to a new level. Please put your hands together for the one.
Women's
the only
Empowerment
Grace
Night.
Good.
Yes. Turn the music down.
Google Megan Good real quick.
I don't want
You know
to.
who that is?
No.
Well, then you don't get my joke. And it was a damn good joke.
Ha ha, I get it now. Ha 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 ha.
Megan Good is still a baddie in her 40s, bro. She was just a permanent baddie.
Yeah, see, DC says she was at Phoenix. The gorilla tried to stand on the ball, remember?
Yeah.
I bet you what's the name of their mascot? Lionel, what's his name?
Yeah, I think you're right.
He does the same thing. King's mascot. Okay, NBA Kings, not LA Kings. Slamson. Slamson the Lion. Okay, Slamson about to hop on that thing, bro.
Stupid name.
Right? That's a great name. What are you talking about? Yeah, she's trying to get everybody to clap. She's like, everybody clap, clap, clap.
I mean,
Look at me on this ball.
She is kind of elite milk if you think about it.
Kind of what?
Elite milk.
I'm done with you.
You don't think?
But yes.
But yes. But exactly. Bro, I wish I could share this rib with you.
A rib?
This thing is like, you like touch it.
Here's my
and it
question.
Breaks apart.
How do you come up with the concept of doing this? Like, clearly she's got a gymnastics background,
Cirque du
right?
Soleil sort of type shit.
Yeah, she's got a gymnastics background, right? Because it's just like, what do you just like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get all these hula hoops And then I'm going to spin them around while I'm walking on this ball across the court.
You sound mad jealous.
I mean, I wish I had the coordination. I'm a fat slob from Missouri, okay? I don't have the athleticism anymore.
Even in my most athletic days, I don't.
Like, look at this, bro. Like the coordination to do all these hula hoops, full body. She's got 5 of them things. And she's on the ball. It's like crazy. This is legit impressive.
Bro, my abs would rip if I tried.
I know,
to do
right?
Just one,
dude.
Just
my
one.
abs would be gone. Now Slamson's gonna hop on the ball. Come on, Slamson. You know you want to.
Come on, Slammy.
Now you better be better than the gorilla, because if you're not, then you guys stink.
It's probably a part of her shtick to just be like, see how tough it is?
Dude, you know Slamson legit practice. You know every mascot practices this first.
How come Milk didn't need any help stabilizing the ball?
He jumped off.
Mm-hmm.
At least our gorilla tried. Yeah, you bum.
Mm-hmm. Bum ass Slamson.
That's impressive. Spinning it. That's crazy. Oops, she almost fell.
Every time I think of the name Samson, I just think of
long hair people.
No.
Dudes with long hair.
Bro,
this is crazy.
What was the movie?
That's like
Half Baked. You ever see Half Baked?
Is that a liter of cola? Liter of cola?
That's
Super Troopers. That's Super Troopers.
Yeah, Half Baked is Dave Chappelle.
Yeah, Half Baked is the dude who's like, F you, you're cool. You're cool.
Yeah. So there's this character named Samson who's like the big like weed dealer in town, and they start selling weed because they're trying to raise money to get their buddy out of jail. And then they get called into Samson's place, and he's about to kill him. And Chappelle's like, Samson, I'm sorry. I've been lying the whole damn time, because he's acting like he's Jamaican. It's the best fake Jamaican accent. He's like,
Samson, I'm sorry.
He's like, really? What part of Jamaica are you from? Right near the beach. Boy!
Young Chappelle was elite. I mean, even older Chappelle's elite still, but young Chappelle was different.
And then one of the chicks' whole boob pops out of her top.
Code says, "What is this?"
Code, what up?
This is Gabe's pandering for more money.
This is how I normally get away without having to pay reparations for my half colonizer side of the family.
That's crazy. Half colonizer is wild.
You know? We're just watching some real teams play basketball.
Yeah, now we are watching real teams play ball. You know, we're watching real elite. We're watching point guards that we should have drafted and players that we should have traded for play right now. That's what we're doing right now, Code.
Really digging the dagger in deep.
You know, like we're watching Luka and De'Aaron Fox, right? And then Sabonis, who we should have traded for.
We could have
this game is really just a culmination of all of our failures.
All of our failures, yeah.
Yes, and Malachi says, I came up with that. Yes, so I'm stealing it, Malachi. And guess what? Ooh, you're lucky I'm not a mod right now.
I do need to mod you though. Baby boy toy,
mod.
Joy's boy, sweet babies Rays was the first mod. Yeah, Code. Have you been watching this game? They make basketball look fun and easy.
Easy, especially the Kings, bro.
Wow.
Man, we were just talking about how whenever I met Gabe and we were hanging out, I was thinking about becoming a Bucks fan because Giannis was starting to be good for the first time. I was like, man, I really like the Bucks. I like the way Giannis plays. And Gabe's like, no, be a Suns fan with me.
We got my boy Archie Goodwin.
We got Devin Booker. He's gonna be good. Which you weren't lying there. But what was my excuse? Does anything good ever come from Phoenix?
You'd understand the allure if you vacation there, man. If you ever go there for a little while, it's beautiful. It's shockingly beautiful in Phoenix. You would not think the desert would be like
130 degrees every
do
day in the
not
summer.
Go.
Okay.
Do not go in the summer. Absolutely.
I can only imagine what those AC bills are like, bro.
Yeah, that's a good question. But most places, they all have really good tint on all the windows, too, which really helps.
Oh.
You know?
Okay. So you tell me. Okay, tint on the windows is crazy. So it's like
businesses have tinted windows.
Tint on the windows in homes is like basements in the Midwest.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Ooh, Suggs turned around on that three with his bald ass head.
That's what I'm gathering. That's kind of crazy. So in Phoenix, you get tint on your window.
I remember, like I was at a Subway having a sandwich with my buddy there, like the first day we were there, and I noticed there's this tint on the window that's like honeycomb tint, like really small little holes. And when you look at the Subway from the outside, you can't even see in to the Subway. It's an all glass building, like an all glass storefront. But when you're looking out of the tint, you can see just fine. Crazy. Look at that dime from Luka. My God. He should have been... That's crazy, Sundo. He should have been our white boy.
You know what? If we're gonna be honest, if we would have, I don't think so.
Come on.
I don't think so either way, because think about the alternative, right? The alternative is the year before you draft Aaron Fox instead of Josh Jackson.
That's fine. I'm happy with any of them. I'm happy.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, it's not a guarantee that they would have drafted Luka because the alternative would have been drafting De'Aaron Fox, and you would have thought De'Aaron Fox is a fine point guard, and it would have ended up drafting Ayton anyway.
There were fine people on both sides of that draft.
It was between Josh Jackson and De'Aaron Fox, right?
You missed my Trump joke. You're not on your game tonight.
I
said there were very fine people on both sides.
I heard you.
Okay?
I heard you. I'm trying to make my point.
Your point's well taken.
Right? So it's not like always guaranteed that they would have took Luka. Still, I get your point, though. That still didn't happen, and we still took Ayton over Luka, so it's still sad.
I mean, they had 3 cracks at it.
That's an understatement.
That's like hitting a counter with an egg 3 times, bro. And not cracking the egg.
Understatement. I'm trying to block it so Miss Sundo can walk through. Hurry up. Anyway, so yeah, 3 cracks at it. You could have had Fox, Luka, or Halliburton.
Coach says it was between Tatum and Jackson, but the Suns had Jackson blow off the Celtics, so they settled for Tatum, and we got Jackson. Yeah, what a insane.
I mean, yes, that makes it worse too, Code. But like, let's just say after the fact, you're right. it was between Jackson and Tatum, and then Jackson blew off the Celtics. It's crazy, dude. Isn't there a rumor that somebody told him to do that?
I think there was rumor that McDonough had a little handshake deal with Jackson, and Jackson was like, "Yeah, I don't even want to be a Celtic," because I think they were bad at the time. You know, just funny how things like that don't work out the way you think they're going to in your favor, even when you try to engineer it that way.
I mean, shady. Hey, couldn't have happened to a better organization, right?
Can we take a look at my picks? I'm dying to look at my picks, and this is not an advertisement. We're not reading an ad or anything like that. I just
Sean says y'all supporting the ops now. No, Gabe's just bored.
Ain't no support. We're just watching good basketball. You know. But yeah, what up, Sean? All right, so Monk, I need less than 17 points. He's at 2. That's looking good. Luka, I need 2 more rebounds. I need Kyrie to get cracking. 9.5 combined rebounds and assists. And then De'Aaron Fox, I need 20 points. I might actually do something.
Light the beam.
I might light my own beam, if you know what I mean.
Gabe's back on in a minute.
Third quarter action about to get underway here at Golden One Center as we take a look at our Metro by T-Mobile game summary. Mavericks shooting about 48%.
All right, Malachi, see you later, bro.
I'm not ready for tomorrow's game, man. I'm sorry. I'm not ready for that.
Me either. And I'm ready to abandon you at half. I'm definitely ready to
abandon
you at halftime.
Tomorrow?
Ready to abandon you at halftime tomorrow. Yep, for sure. Already ready to do it. So that game out of hand. I'm definitely just like, hey, sorry, bro, you're on your own. Call Gary. Right. Call Romp. Want to sleep. Not worth it.
I just think this lineup for Dallas, the length, we saw it in that first quarter.
Fox,
at times had
floater,
getting good looks, particularly De'Aaron Fox. Remember, he was 1 of 6 in that first
no
quarter,
good.
But it was when Dallas went to their bench, they got a little smaller.
Washington.
The defender on him.
Pretty soon you're going to be getting emails about Von Sanity. Owner of the Von Sanity channel's racist.
I want his channel to succeed. I really do. But not until he apologizes.
Murray misses a 3. Barnes
for saying he's half colonizer.
That's crazy. Irving, floater, good.
Irving getting the roll.
Barnes, pump fake.
Barnes.
Kicks it down to Sabonis. Stolen by Luka. Didn't hear a whistle. There is a foul.
Let's check in with our
hey, bro, if I was a ref,
thanks so much. Yes,
I would get tired of. I would take Luka up every time. Don't talk to me, dog. I made the call. Go play basketball.
He talks so much. It would have to get on your nerves at some point.
For Sacramento, he said this half they have to.
I would be his Scott Foster.
Turnovers towards the end of the second quarter. They need to clean that up. He said
Sabonis to Murray. Pocket pass to Bonus. Nice move.
Oh my goodness.
There's your boy Dudley.
John says, who do we want to win to help the Suns? We want the Kings to win.
He was a entertaining player.
Yep, Kings.
Brooklyn.
And done a terrific job as a coach. Will probably end up being a better coach. And you oftentimes see that. He's just
you know what I think?
At the line.
I think if we fire Frank, we need to get a young coach, one of these younger former basketball players as a coach. I feel like the NBA needs to go through a, which they're kind of doing it now, but
bring
they need
in
to do what
Dudley.
the NFL did. Not Dudley, but they need to do what the NFL, like how you know NFL's going through a renaissance of young coaches being hired now, and it's like completely changing again. I think the same thing needs to happen in the NBA. That's just me, and it kind of is happening. You're starting to get your boy Udoka
I'm going to go out on FanDuel right now and say he's going to get
And the coach for this Celtics.
I'm going to go out on a limb right now. You know, one other
bonus
area
hits.
That's kind of created some separation, points off turnovers.
Kyrie bringing her up.
Is Kevin Young the answer?
Sacramento only 3, so that's
Kyrie for 3. Wow.
They give him that. They give him that big contract to be an assistant.
Box to Barnes. Barnes to the rack. Pump, pump. Midi good.
Barnes hits the pull up.
Jock Vaughn from Brooklyn. I don't know. They're kind of falling apart over there.
Who, Sacramento?
No, the Nets. Kyrie with a dunk? What? Kyrie board. I needed that. Get an assist. Shoot it, Luka! Kyrie for Thrizzle. No good.
No rebound. Fox in traffic.
Box behind the back. Step through. Foul.
Ease.
Fouled. It might have been
Right.
Kyrie Irving with his hand in the cookie jar. Our play of the game was presented by Casamigo.
Thunder Dan. That would be interesting.
Kai.
Back in the day, I always wanted them to hire Barkley as a coach or GM or something.
Who's the most skilled guy?
But that's just
and sometimes
fandom.
It doesn't always correlate with how fans look at things, but the players will tell you to a man that they feel like that young man is as skilled as anybody playing the game of basketball.
The way social media erupted after that game winner.
Got enough money to get yourself the microphone you want.
Not really. Not yet. I mean, I do if I wanted to come out of pocket, but I'd love to use betting winnings for it so I could really justify it. You know.
67-61. The win tonight, the Mavericks.
Kyrie gets a screen here.
We should just tell Romero that we'll let him back in the.
If he makes a couple of donations. Oh, poor Romero. And not really. He was wild as fuck, but
I don't even think it's that, bro. Like everything would have been fine. I didn't mind Romero. Everything was fine until, you know, became a liability for our pockets.
well, that and him saying the N-word was too wild. It's like,
I mean,
bro,
that too, but at the same
let's
time,
not, you know,
like at the same
Jack
time,
to Kyrie. Jab step, deep 3. Woof.
Ooh, wow.
You want to deal with that? Who you going to guard him with?
Big time jumper from Kyrie Irving, increasing this lead.
Ryan, who y'all think Suns will get as new coach? Kevin Young.
You think they go to Kevin?
I don't know. I don't know
They
who's
probably do
designing
because
the offense.
they paid Kevin. Kevin's
paid
the
him a
highest.
lot.
He's the highest paid assistant coach. So that's not nothing.
I mean, there's also that rumor that you heard that that's who Booker and Katie preferred, and
Right.
also that rumor that's out that that was shared and started by a beloved member of the Suns community and media that they didn't really ride for Vogel like that.
Now you're rocking with the chick on the left. I got the chick on the right, right?
I'm not sure or not. I'm not selfish. I take one for the team.
That's what you prefer. If you guys see the game, you know what we're talking about. But it's funny.
She looks like the penguin dog.
Well, you know, no comment. All right, absolutely no comment. I'll take the dancer in the middle for for president. Tough plays. What's going on? Said Lakers have a good chance to pass the Suns in the standings with their remaining schedule. Absolutely. The Suns are in trouble, bro. I am all doom and gloom. Do you understand me?
I see what these chicks win.
I'm getting out ahead of it. Some Funko Pop.
Tough places. Lakers have a good chance to pass the Suns in the standings with the remaining schedule. I know, bro. We don't want to talk about it right now.
I'm all doom and gloom. There's no reason why the Suns should be confident right now that they're going to do what they've said they're going to do, which is turn it on and steal a couple places in the standings. Good one. Good one. Default said, I have not watched many Mavs games as of late. What the F happened? They used to compete ass on defense, and tonight they look like their top 10 team. Yeah, they're hard to predict. That's why I don't want... All I know is I don't want my Suns to go up against them because it ain't going to end well. Luka will turn into Jesus Christ superstar if he plays versus
Not
Suns.
superstar.
Yes. Remember that movie?
Yes.
Great effort defensively, right? They missed. Let's keep running, all right?
This is what real coaches sound like.
Thomas, if you can.
It's on appointment.
He's fixing them up here. Hit them high. All right? So as you're running down the floor, just turn around and hit them high. And then we'll open up the floor.
It's a movie or a play called Jesus Christ Superstar.
They hit some tough shots. Here we go.
It's the story of Sundo's life. What a floater from Keegan Murray. Oh my God. Yeah, he was default. Gafford was really good in Washington. It was just a matter of time before somebody swooped up his talent. And to give that talent and style of play to Luka makes me sick. And they got him for a fair price. Kyrie, downhill, snatch back. Kicks it back to Luka for three. He pump fakes out of it. Pulls up from the elbow. And hits. I needed that assist from Kai Rizzle. Ellis tries to kick it down to Sabonis. Foul.
Had to foul him.
Just take a look at
CJ the GOAT says, y'all got any movie recommendations, though?
Create space. You don't see him shoot a ton of those ranges, but he has that in his arsenal.
Well, you know what movie I keep trying to get Romp to watch, but he's too stupid to watch? Iron Man 1.
Malik Monk can heat up quickly off the bench.
Such a good movie.
Not what?
I'm trying to get... If you haven't seen it, CJ, but if you have, don't worry about it. But Iron Man 1's the first movie that comes to mind. Such a good movie. Sabonis kicks it, out of bounds off Luka. He punches at Luka Bay ref. Does she get to ref all of his games?
Basically.
You know?
Look, 7 minutes to go in this quarter. We're in the penalty.
That's a good one.
To get to the free throw
movies.
Get your rhythm and confidence back offensively, and then also be able to set your defense.
Luka backing down. Kicks it to Exum. Over to Washington in the corner. Drills the corner three. Mavs are steamrolling right now. If you haven't seen Dune, I can suggest Dune 1, and I've heard Dune 2 is even better. So I would say check out Dune if you haven't. I'm waiting till my friend comes in town to go see Dune 2.
Jeez,
cooking right now.
Mavs cook, yeah, for real cooking.
A 15-2 run.
That's crazy. Too fast. He's like campaign speed, almost. but with incredible finishing around the rim instead of ass finishing around the rim. Phil says Dune 2 isn't necessarily better. Okay. I've just been seeing like really good reviews on Dune 2. Oh, really? Oh, it's muted. It's muted. It's muted.
90s shorts they got on.
I know. These shorts ain't doing it for me, if I'm being completely honest. I feel like they're cut in all the wrong places. Let's see. Movies. Cool Runnings.
Cool Runnings. Feel the rhythm.
Feel the rhyme.
Get on up, it's bobsled
time. And what are you going to say? I'll tell him no, because I'm a bad man who don't take no jive from no one. D-Fox said, I do not want this Mavs team either as a Suns fan. I can't put up with the fan base again, TBH. Oh, it's so toxic. It's such a toxic fan relationship.
We still have a dude that comes into our
every
chat
time
and like just talk smack. It's like, bro, like let it go. I understand. I mean, like
he's used to most Suns fans being game for that type of talk.
It's not even that. It's like I understand Mavericks, like they have such a little brother syndrome because they're not the Cowboys.
Right.
Like I can see how it's awesome being a Cowboys fan in the NFL because everybody loves the Cowboys and like you're always on TV. But then contrast that to being a Mavericks fan in the NBA where no one cares because you're the Mavericks. And I can see why you have such a little brother syndrome in that sense. Because you have the big boy hubris of being a Cowboys fan, but you're trying to bring that to the NBA and no one cares. If that makes any sense. And then the only people who give them that kind of energy back is the Suns because we are also a little brother team that nobody cares about. So we give it right back to them.
CJ, do you like sci-fi? Because I'm not much of a movie watcher anymore. I'm much more of a binge watching series. And I can put you on some prime sci-fis.
Now on Max, the one to watch for movies.
Sabonis?
Talking about movies here?
I'm talking TV shows. I'm more of a TV show guy. Monk to the rack, hangs and finishes.
Bro, we talking about
already ahead of you, Ryan. I already finished it. I watched it in under 24 hours. It was so fucking good. A lot of girl bossing, but I still liked it. It's called three body problem. Ryan, potentially my favorite sci-fi of all time, though. Potentially, well, okay, two of them. From is A++, and The Expanse is A+++. The Expanse, From, or Three Body Problem. All three of those shows will change your fucking life.
Ooh.
Luka bringing it up. Up 19. Thoroughly dicking down the Kings.
And that's also because they've taken away their transition game. They've made them completely a half-court.
What a pass. Exum, ugly three is good. That's the type of shit they'll do to us. Their no-namers will be hitting daggers.
They're on a 24 run. That's wild.
Sabonis in the paint.
I have zero
Kicks it out to
answers for him.
Monk for 3. No good. Rebound, Washington.
Gemini says, yeah, dog, Suns won't make the playoffs. Hey, if they don't, they deserve
What up,
it.
Gemini?
Know what I'm saying? If they don't, they deserve it.
Is Death Proof that movie where that chick has the machine gun prosthetic leg?
A lot of contact inside, no call.
Doncic pushes it up to Exum. Alley-oop slapped away by Fox.
You're going to have to be able to play through
Team crowd goes from
Dallas has a lot
goes
of
from
it with this lineup.
booing them to cheering the turnover.
You take a look. How about the catch? That is called. Yeah, that's extremely difficult to be able to catch a ball. Running
Pretty much
full
Falk.
speed below your knees.
He won't be against us though.
Hey, is Code, you still in the chat? Probably not. Because you a bum. You a
Bum ass. Bum ass.
Roman Reigns lover.
Roman Reigns loving ass. Bum ass. Oh my God, Kyrie misses. That's wild.
He must really be gone. That makes me sad.
What they're calling, they said we're officiating.
I was going to ask him a legit question of what he thought about the Rock's promo last
It is
night.
kind of fun to slander people when they're not here.
That's what I
Bum
thought
ass.
about the Rock and Cody Rhodes last night.
And then
I
when he
thought it was
shows
great.
up, I'll take it all back. I'll be like, "Oh, what's up, Code? Oh, we were talking about you."
In a row.
That was a pretty good run. He's still shooting over 90.
Before that miss.
Still shooting over 90.
What up, Frank Casavilla says, "Good with the Dallas win. This puts us in the 7th seed." Oh, really? I didn't even recognize that part of it. That's good to know.
We would leapfrog the Kings.
I'm just such a natural Mavs hater that
all the time.
That was all Kyle.
I assumed I wanted the Kings to win.
Can't blame us for that one.
Fox hits the free throw.
Knocks down a couple of free throws. He has 18.
Ryan
There's some
says-
other good shows. What do you like watching?
Yeah. You give me, okay, The Bear.
3 shots in the period. They're 13.
Check out The Bear.
Kyrie double team.
Hardaway pulls up.
Hardaway Jr.
No good. You can watch Vikings. Unbelievable. Just finished it.
And even though they don't convert, you see the luxury.
Like, what are you in the mood for, Ryan?
Because not only are they great scorers, but they're also terrific passers. and
Davion Mitchell bringing the ball up, guarded by Hardaway, gets a screen. Screen again from Sabonis.
So many big leads erased in the NBA this season.
Sabonis trying to say, oh! Monk is brazy, bro. Like,
We talked about the spark, right? And
boy, is wild.
more than capable. And there's still a ton of
Didn't he go to Kentucky?
Yes. No, Vikings is like a. Did he just hit a free throw off
He
the
just
score?
hit a layup off of
Or a
the
layup,
shot
I mean.
clock, bro.
That's crazy. Vikings is like historically accurate, but it's a scripted show about historically accurate events. It's sick.
More than likely will win 6th man of the year.
Has like a Game of Thrones era vibe. Fade away, Luka. No good. Murray with the board. I would like this to be an interesting game, wouldn't you?
You like Viking anime? You should watch Vinland Saga.
Oh yeah?
Mm-hmm.
That sounds kind of hard as fuck, if I'm being honest.
And you should watch Attack on Titan.
Okay, he's got the animes for you.
Offensively, you want to see Sabonis just shoot that jumper.
Sabonis.
Sabonis, no.
If you haven't seen Lost, don't listen to what anyone tells you. It's potentially the greatest show of all time.
Until the last
And
episode.
No, it's because people don't understand it. We could have a very
Until the
deep.
last episode.
We could have a very deep philosophical conversation.
Garbage.
Deep philosophical conversation.
Garbage. I've never even watched
Okay.
Shark like it's garbage.
People didn't understand the ending.
I understood the ending and it sounded stupid to me.
You didn't
whenever they
understand
explained it to me.
shit. You didn't understand shit.
Gabe was just so high when he watched it that he's like, I get
I've
this.
watched it 4 times and I finally understand the ending.
Oh,
it took
finally.
me 4 times. It's like calculus, bro, but it's worth it.
Stop.
It's
Lost
worth
ending
it.
explained.
Don't you dare listen to some internet heathens.
This is on a legit website.
They don't know what me and Romp know. Okay, I took notes the last time I watched it. All right, don't let them explain it. John says if Dallas gets a 30-point blowout before the 4th quarter, I win my parlay. Damn. What kind of action is that? Like, what do you... Okay, he said I've had Kyrie plus 4.5 assists. Yeah, I need Kyrie to get like an assist. Oh, man, I hope he comes back in the game. Please come back. Please come back. Default, I mean... You know, it's very convoluted and difficult. There's like, you need to basically study the ending and understand what happened. Like, a lot of people didn't like it. I like it a lot more after my finally coming to understand what it was. Davion Mitchell for 3. No good.
But you can see the impact of the rim protection, Lively and Gafford bring, and it just has made the game so much more difficult for Sacramento.
And Luka.
So they can attack in the half court.
Luka kicks it to Lively. Lively half spin hook shot, no good.
TJ says, did y'all watch Madagascar? I like to move it, move it.
Who didn't see? Oh my! That was embarrassing. Go Murray. What a pass. What a pass. Oh my gosh.
That was a great job defensively by Keegan.
Yeah, John, that'd be crazy. I've never put $200 on a parlay. I ain't got it like that.
That pass stolen.
Monk to the rack. Pass to Len. Len to Murray in the corner for 3. Bro, did that ball look all glitched to you or what?
Yeah, that was weird.
I was like, what just happened? Am I having a stroke? Yeah, it was a push, Luka. Somebody pushed him.
I thought that was the right call because he definitely gave him a little bit of a hip check. You just watch.
Come on.
Well, I'll take that back. I tell you what, from that angle, it did not look nearly as pronounced. I take that back, partner.
Well, Jason Kidd and company, they are not going to challenge. So it'll be 2 free
Yeah, that's
throws
why,
for
Jobin,
Murray.
because
13
he's
points
he's
tonight.
capable of anything. He didn't really give that dunk his all.
He just had an alley-oop earlier that was.
The game's
Yeah. Well, like you're just thinking on an open dunk, like, oh my gosh, what is he about to do? He just hit him with a nice.
I don't think he had enough.
high
I don't think he had
flying,
enough
right?
momentum to really do anything crazy.
I love the NBA app. I love to go back and see old school games.
Can you imagine being able to dunk like him?
But I was watching the Rockets win the championship over the Knicks.
No, I thought you were
watching
last
Game
year.
7 the other no. I was watching
Thank God, no, Neo. But next time the Mavs do this to the Suns, if we're unlucky enough to play them, I will. Hardaway for 3, no good. Len with the board. Right.
Trying to go on a mini run here to close the period.
Monk crossover.
Looking bouncy. Working
Whips it to Mitchell for
pass.
3. Wowee!
Now they've crawled back into it.
I mean, it's still an 18-point deficit, but yeah.
Right, Mike Brown just
7-0 run.
for the lineup to try to have an impact in this group defensively. Get after it.
Hardaway to Kai
On the
Rizzle.
offensive end.
Kai Rizzle, trap Dizzle. Scoops it to Lively, no good. Hardaway shoots the midums. And the mid is good.
The
Damn.
one Mavs fan in the bottom, did you see that? They fist pumped at the bottom.
I didn't see it.
That was hilarious.
Showing some life here in this second half.
Monk.
Monk will take his time. We'll look for the final shot of this third quarter.
Crossover, step through, floater is no good. Wowie. Suns Nation says this means we need Kings to lose twice.
We do play them, so.
And right now the Kings in a 20-point hole.
Yeah.
96-76 is our score. The NBA on TNT.
I'm so disappointed in the Suns, man. I don't even want to think about them, bro. They're annoying as hell. Like excuses. They're just making so many excuses. What are we going to talk about tomorrow? You know?
Well, we can definitely start off with saying last week we could do a segment where it was like what we got right and what we got wrong from this is the last show. Let's talk about Sundo's bold prediction about IT's 10-day.
We gotta talk about IT.
Like, let's just talk about that bold prediction being absolutely wrong, right? But we definitely need to focus on just a week ahead in the standings and what all these games these 10 games coming up, how absolutely important they are.
Right.
Going on here? Are they randomly picking a?
Yeah, I think you just pick who you think is going to win. Rick, what's going on? Said going to be tough. Neo said I was tempted to add Spurs over the Suns to my parlay, but I thought no way they lose to the Wembley Spurs. Dude, I mean, yeah, 100%. This is going to be a depressing Bleacher Report stream tomorrow, bro.
Well, depressing, but
what do we have positive to talk about?
Nothing, because of the injuries that we had in that game. That Spurs game was definitely a game where you could not only was it the result you didn't want, you also had the outcome of the Nurk injury and the Beal getting injured again with his fingers. Now you got to deal with that again.
So, yeah, we got to talk about injuries. Do Suns injuries doom playoff run? You know? Type shit.
In Sacramento's like, so let's.
That's too hype.
Welcome back, and I tell you what, it's been the 1-2 combination of Kyrie Irving, particularly.
Just get this game close, please.
Really set the tone as the Mavs were able to extend their lead to 20 points. Brilliant. Personified and Luka.
Neo said, been watching y'all since game 6 of Mavs vs. Suns. Hate the Suns, but y'all make the game entertaining. Thanks, man. I mean, I live in Austin, by the way. I look at the Mavs with jealousy that, like, what could have been if I was a Mavs fan, you know? But we play the hand we're dealt. You love who you love.
Kings trying to battle out of a 20-point hole. They have the offensive.
The story of Burner's life.
Mavericks have been tremendous.
We need to get Burner on these streams.
Irving got it back.
I'm gonna tag him in Discord.
I would hear over.
Secured by Mitchell. Irving leads it.
Oh, geez, Kyrie.
That was an opportunity again. It's been the defensive transition of Dallas.
All right, so looking at standings right now.
Not allowed Sacramento to go on any kind of run in the open floor to build some momentum.
Duarte, too long on the 3.
To put Mavs at the 6.
Hardaway
76 is our score.
gets it to Gafford, gets it back, pulls a 3 in.
Hits the 3.
That felt daggerish. Am I wrong?
Fans, right? And Jason kid said. He said he had a really good game last night. Now backing it up here. And he's been really good on the second night of back-to-backs all season.
And now a foul is called. Hardaway is asking for a challenge. We have not had one tonight.
Yeah, that would have been interesting, Neo.
Yeah, but at the time, Kyrie wasn't an option. It was just Durant, right?
Well, they were both available to about the same time.
We didn't have that luxury back in the day, but
Yeah.
Could you imagine with the physicality?
oh my goodness.
I'm talking about during that summer, right? Because I know that that's what the talks were with the Nets, right? Like, because that rumor popped up over the summer before that trade even happened, and it was just Durant was the only one. And I think whenever the trade got, whenever Ishbia put the trade over the edge and actually made the move to get Durant, and then I think that's what forced
What a pick and roll.
and then move Kyrie. I don't think Kyrie was ever an option.
Backdoor cut for Monk. Easy dunk.
Backdoor cut, throwing it down.
I need Monk to calm down. I need him to get less than 17 points. He's up to 10 now. Kyrie. Kyrie gets it back. Kyrie goes to the rack. Scoop layup, no good. Rebound Ellis.
No, I get that. No, Neo. I get the fact that Kyrie requested the trade. What I'm saying is even before he requested the trade, the rumor that KD was going to the Suns was during the summer before that, February.
Oh, yeah.
And that's what I was saying.
Series in an event of a tiebreaker, it would potentially go to conference records.
So for the Suns, I don't even think it was.
Scenario, in the Western.
Because remember, the rumor was KD wanted that trade that summer.
Get out of the play-in.
Remember last stream when you left and turned off the playback? That was hilarious.
I'll do it again.
Oh, man.
And I'll do it again. Anyway, we play Denver tomorrow. We got OKC, New Orleans, Minnesota, Cleveland, New Orleans, Clippers, Kings. Literally everybody we have to play.
Yep, everyone ahead of us.
All these games are important.
Exum bringing the ball up. Kicks it to Washington. Screen from Gafford. Washington drives. Can't finish. Going the other way. Fox. Half spin. Gets to the rack. Nope. Has to kick it out to Murray. Murray to Len. That's where you want to go with it. Hand off to Fox. Fox into the paint. Floater trying to draw a foul on some bull jive. What just happened?
What happened?
Kyrie in transition,
over.
Step back three.
That's
Whoopsie poopsie.
That's big. God, Kyrie.
Murray. Half spin, turn around, fade away, drills it.
Gosh, this road trip isn't ending. We're in Denver now. We got to get a W during this road trip. If we lose every game on this road trip, every remaining game on this road trip, it's no bueno. You're in Denver tomorrow, in OKC Friday, in New Orleans Monday. Then you get 4 straight home games, but then you end the season on a road trip. This is not going to go well. And then think about it. No matter what, you're starting, if you make the 6th seed, you're starting the playoffs on a road trip. That means
heavy screen.
You wouldn't be playing a home game for weeks.
I really needed that assist from Kyrie, and they just hoed me. God dang it, man. I needed it. Damn.
I think little man's all right.
I think his dad got the worst of it.
Kyrie pulls the three, drills it, shows him how it's done. Neo says, Andrew Leesus and Booker's antics made me a Suns hater. Bro, the Booker antics thing I 100% understand. And I definitely understand why.
I
don't know. The Leesus thing? Explain the Leesus hate. Not that I don't kind of get it. I'm just wondering from a fresh perspective. Okay, what's your Leesus hate?
Well, Leesus is just a douche.
And what would you know?
I mean, I follow the dude on Twitter.
Potentially wondering if he's even going back in.
You're never on Twitter, though.
Guys that they've brought in really love the roles that they have. And that's really been the case.
Exum bringing it up.
Washington and Daniel Gafford, they've not had a lot of success in terms of
kicks it to Washington, over to Gafford, handoff for Kyrie, shoots the three, no good. Ellis board, nope, gonna let it go.
On the floor to be successful.
Let's bring in our Lauren Jabbar.
We actually talked to Jason Kidd about that, and he said it feels like these guys have been here since we were in Abu Dhabi and Madrid at the beginning of the year. He said it's a beautiful thing when you talk about the character of guys that you bring in. PJ being from Frisco, his parents are there, made the transition easy, and with Gafford understanding he's playing with two of the best quarterbacks in the league, so he's going to eat, he's going to get his. But he said
Monk
our locker room
bringing
right now
it
is
up.
an incredible place. On top of that,
Started by
Markieff
Derek
Morris really
Jones
has spoken up
Jr.
and has been supported by the
Whips it to
coaches
Sabonis.
to really help a lot of the
Sabonis to
young
Fox.
players, which we feel like
Sets
is
him a
important
screen,
in
gets
the
it
league
right
now.
back into the paint, step through, loses the dribble, gets it slapped out,
So he said just the
pushed ahead to DJJ, Euro step, tries to finish, can't foul, going to the line.
Foul is called on the drive. Thank you, Lauren. We're seeing the fruits of that chemistry in this ball game.
Neo said Leesus was tweeting so much BS during the playoffs.
84 advantage in the fourth.
Yeah, I try not to play into the whole like Suns Mavs rivalry. I try not to get involved in that too much because if you were to sedate me and give me some truth serum, right? Luke is better. So like I don't like getting into this whole
What? What are you talking about?
Luke is better than Devin Booker.
Why? Y'all are funny for that.
You don't think so?
No, I've always thought he was. I never drank that Kool-Aid.
Right. That's what I'm saying. I don't get into the whole Mavs Suns shit talking.
Never drank
because
that Kool-Aid.
I don't think Booker's better than Luka. So I don't, I don't like the whole Booker's your dad. Booker's Luka's daddy. It's like, no, he's not. He's literally not.
Well, I mean, for the longest time, the Suns were beating the Mavs regularly.
I know that's true.
But not when it matters.
Not anymore.
That's why whenever Suns fans are like Booker's Luka's dad, I'm like, except for when it matters and you need to win the playoffs.
Meaningful movement says y'all think Fox can get 2 more points. I definitely think he can. He just hasn't really pushed the issue very much, but I think he could easily get at least a couple attempts at the foul line and get you that. He's just got to shoot. He's not even shooting right now.
It's almost like you were made to.
But Joe says, let's be real, we'd all be fans of his if he were. What are you talking about, Luka?
Yeah.
I've never. Here's the deal. I've never bought into the Mavs Sun thing. Just never crossed my mind because once again, me and Gabe don't live in Phoenix, Gabe lives closer to the Dallas than I do, but we don't live there, and I'm not on Twitter all the time. So this whole Suns Mavs rivalry, like, legitimately threw me off, and I didn't realize it was like a legit thing until
Well, also the NBA,
the end of that Mavericks, until the end of that series, whenever Gabe put out that video talking about I'm not worried about Luka, and literally you guys came in droves. Like that was
at that
whenever
point we had beaten them like 8 games in a row.
That was at that point where I was like, I don't understand the hate. I didn't realize it was like that big of a rivalry until that series, right?
Yeah.
I never did understand it, but
yeah,
I still don't get it. Someone explain to me why. Is it just a fan thing?
It's because him and Booker's rivalry.
But why is there a rivalry there?
Because of the shit talking they do to each other, and the NBA like 5 seasons in a row made the Suns start the season versus the Mavs. It was like always like
fair enough.
They're trying to create a rivalry.
But that might be it then, because that's what I'm saying. Like I've not once, which is fine. I think the Suns having a rivalry like the Mavs is great. I just never did understand. Like I'm like, this hasn't been like a long history thing, and that's why I'm confused. So if that's what it is, cool. We met, then we are rivals with the Mavs. Let's go. But it just threw me off whenever it all came to a head during that Mavs series.
Missed 3 for the Kings. Here comes Kyrie. Gives it to Derek Jones Jr. for some reason. Gets it right back to Kyrie. Hook me up with an assist. Hook me up with an assist.
Okay, so you're telling me the what's the word I'm looking for? The pipe bomb to the rivalry, like, was the Luka special comment. Is that what you're telling me?
The Luka what?
The Luka special comment from Booker.
Oh, I'm sure that was like.
And by pipe bomb, I mean like I'm referencing to CM Punk.
Yeah.
Pipe bomb promo during the WWE where he just like completely just went straight flames on Vince McMahon in WWE. Like the Luka special, and that basically that promo from CM Punk changed wrestling from that point forward. But so that's basically the Luka special comment is the point.
Dude, when that happened, I literally said, I don't like this. Like, we were on stream. I'm like, I don't like this. This is the reason why people hate Booker. Doing shit. I'm like, how would we feel if Luka was laying there and then smiled at the camera? We would want to slit his throat. You know what I mean? Like, let's be honest.
I don't know. I thought it was humorous. But I didn't realize.
For your team.
But, well, I thought it was humorous, but I didn't,
Ooh, Kyrie got me an assist.
I didn't like the Luka special comments. That was the Luka special.
Oh, I'm talking about in the moment when he laid on the ground and acted like he was having seizures.
I remember that part. And I just thought it was him just being ridiculous trying to sell a foul, right?
It was. And then he looked at the camera out of one eye and started laughing. That's some bull jive.
I don't know. I thought it was
That's
humorous.
Bush League.
But the Luka special comments is I think, what was classic.
Do a lot of damage in the postseason. And even though they look great,
you said that's Bush League.
Nothing's been determined yet, right? These teams still battling to try to.
Because stuff like dudes be acting all the time in NBA, period, right? So that's not what got me back though.
Some substitutions both ways with 5:29.
Here, let me Google it. That was the Luka special.
Looks like Mike Brown is calling off the dogs right now, waving that white flag, and this is. Been a game where Dallas.
Here we go. This is great. I love this. Here we go. I just found an article on ESPN this year, as a matter of fact. Timeline of Luka Doncic and Devin Booker's rivalry, which is not even much of a rivalry.
On Friday. And that game will be on NBA TV. A couple of days rest.
Wow, Kyrie and them still in the game. For one more possession. Kyrie kicks it back to Hardaway for 3. Sidestep. No good.
And rebound inside by McGee.
The Luka special. That's hilarious, bro. That's crazy. I had to go read back and watch that. The Luka special.
That's just, you know, it's going to build bad blood, bro. Oh, my God. Kessler Edwards just
John says I won the parlay for 1K. Let's go. There you go.
What? Let's fucking go. Wow. Wow. 1K. I think I might have won my parlay, brother.
The fade, no. Rebound, Gafford, and the throwdown. 116-85. Sacramento, this dynamic offense.
Oh, no. I needed Kyrie to get a little bit more.
No, you needed De'Aaron Fox to get more. Kyrie.
I mean, De'Aaron Fox. What a bum, De'Aaron. What a bum. You fucking, he couldn't even get his taco. He couldn't even get his Taco Tuesday, bro. This is his Taco Tuesday. It's literally a Taco Tuesday, and he couldn't get it. And this is the bum you wanted us to get over. Maybe Josh Jackson is better.
Shut up.
God damn.
Here's Hardy rattles in.
Hardy with a nice step back.
It's an interesting year because the teams that are near the bottom are squads that you would expect to be near the top.
JaVale McGee.
Doncic, James,
Little handoff. Christie. Is that Christie?
Meanwhile, 2 of the 3 teams at the top, excluding the defending champion.
And a dunk the other way for the Mavs.
He's there. Hey, maybe we shouldn't feel so bad about the Suns losing the way they lose sometimes.
Right?
The Kings are a perennial playoff team. They're getting completely dominated.
The stadium burned down. They ain't lighting shit tonight.
No beam tonight. Mavs looking dangerous, bruh.
Mavs look horrifying. You think the Suns are ready for this Mavs team?
I mean, they say they're gonna get ready, Gabe.
Oh, I know. Oh yeah, we just gotta lock in. You know,
they say they're gonna get ready. We'll work when we need to.
You know, we know the guys can turn it on. It's just about communicating out there. You know, making a play here or a play there.
Here's a take of takes that somebody that you used to be friends with said on Twitter. When Beal was quoted saying that we expected to win with no Wemby, he was like, I would expect someone coming from a poverty losing franchise to say something like that. I'm like, I don't think that's what he meant.
He's telling the truth.
Right.
He's just telling the truth. Like, you can attack the messenger, but I'm not going to do that.
No, he was basically saying, like, because Beal came from the Wizards from such a losing franchise to here, he's never won.
I know, but it's like he's attacking Beal. It's like, don't get mad at the guy telling the truth.
But no, my point is the irony of saying that when you're a Suns fan, it's crazy. But historically, the Suns are the 5th winningest franchise in NBA history. I know.
So we're not the Wizards. We're not a poverty franchise.
Where's our ring? Where's our ring? Okay, then be quiet. Okay. Where's our ring? Oh, we're the 5th winningest franchise. Where's the ring?
I'm just saying. Then. But yeah, that's attacking the messenger because you don't like the message. You know, like, he's just telling you the truth. Do with it what you will. Make of it what you will. But it's not just Beal. It's Durant and Booker feeling like, hey, listen.
Another step back 3, bro.
Listen, we got the Spurs tonight. And it was fun the other night when we played hard and played smart and passed the ball. That was fun. Hear me out.
Why can't we play it every game?
Well, I was thinking, since they don't have Wemby, we do a little bit of ISO gang tonight. We show everybody how talented we are. All right? I got skills. I want to show them. Hey, KD, you want to show them skills? All right, so we're ISO ganging tonight. Everybody, stand in separate corners catch your breath. You won't be touching the ball. We'll get back on defense. Maybe we play some defense. We're not going to close out on threes, though. They don't have Wemby. We don't have to close out on threes. And here's the thing. We're still going to win because we're the Suns and they called us a super team. Sick to my stomach, bro.
Look, they're going to turn it on, Gabe. Don't worry.
Frauds.
They're going to turn it on, Gabe. Okay.
Frauds. Fraudulent.
What is Strawberry doing right now?
I don't know, but he's hella zesty, and he looks like a cartoon character from Doug or something. The way he's dancing.
Skeeter.
He looks like fucking Skeeter Valentine, bro.
See you later, dude. Like,
yeah, I can't remember what I was gonna say now. Damn. They're frauds, Michael. The Suns are frauds. Unless, unless
I think I'm already over me being mad at the team, and I'm just like in a mode of just like, we'll see what they look like these next 10 games. I don't have like expectations. I just want to see. You know what I mean?
Best case scenario.
See if they show me any sense of urgency.
I need to write this down because this is about to be a goddamn heater. I'm gonna write this down for the Bleacher Report. Best case scenario for the Suns moving forward. Here's what it is, bro. And I don't mind spoiling it because there's no one in here. It's going to be between just you and me. Best case scenario moving forward for the Suns, it really is a case of when they apply themselves, they can beat the dog shit out of you like they did versus the Spurs and sit the whole fourth quarter and still win by 30. But if they don't take you seriously, then they'll likely lose to you. They'll definitely let you win a game you shouldn't. But once crunch time, once it's playoffs and play in, they will have been removed from any sort of situation that would lead them to take you lightly. The Suns are now the underdog. The Suns are now having shit talked about them. So they're not going to come out like they did versus the Spurs with no Wemby because they don't have any reason to be disrespectful to their opponent.
Look at Gabe, the spin master.
I'm saying that if I was on copium, that's what I would be thinking.
Oh, we've been said that though. I agree. We'll talk about that.
What that means for the game.
This was a 5-point game at halftime. Mavericks have outscored the Kings by 30.
Who is old boy with the yellow hair?
In this second half.
Slapping threes.
We were talking about this off air, GA. There's so many teams. You said that you wouldn't be surprised if a number of teams.
Yeah. Listen, there's
won the championship.
There's a legit 5 or 6 teams in the West alone. And I think you got
Jones.
a good 4 in the East, so it's gonna be real interesting.
He's feeling it after that first made three. He was like Bilbo Baggins. He was like, after all, why shouldn't I pull this three? And that's game. Kings lose.
Mavericks too good tonight, but these two teams.
Man, the Mavs just came
Turn
to play.
off the beam. Turn off the beam. Any final thoughts on this game?
I mean, they're going to be lighting the beam tonight, just in a different way.
I don't know what that means. They're going to light it on fire? Go throw
Oh,
some Molotov
light the
cocktail
beam.
bombs at it.
No, that was a vape joke game.
Oh, okay. Yeah. No, that's good. That's a good one. Sorry, I stepped all over.
They definitely gonna be lighting the beam, if you know what I mean.
I have to light something. You guys, thanks for hanging out with us, and we'll be on Bleacher Report at noon Central Time, 10 a.m. West Coast, Arizona time. Any final words, Sundo?
Are we the 7th? We're the 7th seed right now, Sean.
7th never felt so
That's
good.
up with the Suns already. We get it. You a hate. We get it. You a hate. I don't know what that means. You a hater.
Yeah, I don't know how much of that is really.
Suns and 14. Yeah.
Ernesto, get out of here with that.
Ernesto, you're ridiculous.
Later, guys.
All right, y'all. See y'all later.